I left school in 1974. Back then, all we needed was 2 math credits. And the only thing I really paid much attention to was simple geometry because I like to build things. And the difference between that and college algebra is, you talk about a quantum leap. When I applied for financial aid, I was denied. I was denied because of a grade point average that was a quarter of a century old. I appealed that and got enough financial aid to cover my tuition, but there was nothing left for books.
I was about 3/4 from getting my associates when my marriage fell apart. So became a single mom and realized that for me to continue on the path that I had started with my associates and to go on to my bachelor's and further as a single mom was really not financially doable. At the end of winter quarter, I realized that my classes for spring were not going to line up with my hours at 2 of my 4 jobs. I kind of freaked out and started writing emails and looking for different ways that I could finish doing what I was doing and still live.
I was 42 when I started college, and I had no idea what I was doing. I was trying to get into financial aid, which because of a prior class I took, I think 9 years ago, my GPA was too low, and I couldn't afford to take the 5 credits I needed to be where I can go into financial aid.
I got the books through the Student Success Fund. It's beyond my comprehension trying to get good grades with no textbook. Really look at it, it was the Student Success Fund that stood between me and failure.
I was told by my academic counselor to go into student success and see what they could do to help me. They were able to help me cover all of my books for spring and cover 5 of my credits. Now, that amount is 1 month's rent for me and my kids, so that gives me a month cushion and I can move myself forward, whereas I couldn't have done it without it.
I kind of just stumbled across the Student Admission Center and found out that there was a grant that was offered through the foundation, and ended up getting awarded, and it paid for the 5 credits and the books and everything. I ended up getting a B and my GPA up high enough to be able to get my financial aid.
After I get my degree, I'm going to find employment with a large public defender's office and work as a criminal defense investigator.
Now that I have my associates and I will have my certificate as a chemical tech at the end of summer, the goal is to eventually, I'd like to go all the way through master's, if not further, into doctorate degree because I'd like to be a trauma counselor.
I wouldn't have had a chance. I wouldn't be in college today. I wouldn't be reaching my goals had I not had this opportunity.
The Student Success Fund is no joke. Things happen all the time that are completely out of the student's control. And many times it is the Student Success Fund that is the only thing that keeps the student in school. And I know that from personal experience.